Hi guys, welcome back to another video. If you didn't already know, my name is Courtney and I post barely ever. So today I will be doing a very exciting video. If you watched my Halloween video, you would have saw the makeup I did and what I wore. And I was like, maybe, I don't know, people will want to see how I did it. So I've already done the cut, because I had a cut on my forehead, and now I'm gonna do that like disease thing I had here, but I'm not doing it on my face. I'm gonna be doing it on my leg, like I did the cut on my leg, so I can have two hands to do it and I can actually see it instead of looking in a mirror. So that's what's gonna happen. So I will tell you what I'm using when I'm using it, but I just need to get my camera set up in the right angles to see my leg, and yeah, so I'm going to do that and then I'll be back. So guys, I've got this. I'm doing it on this part of my leg. Ignore if you can see the couple of hairs on my legs. You just have to ignore it. So the first thing I'm going to do is I need to get some liquid latex, and I need to put some liquid latex on my leg. Right, this can go anywhere, wherever you want, to be honest, because obviously your disease is kind of there, so it depends where you're kind of having it, but I've got to kind of choose, you got to kind of choose where you're going to have a bump. So I'm going to have a bump here, a bump kind of there. You just kind of have to choose, because then you put liquid latex round where the bump's gonna be. You probably won't understand why right now, but I will explain to you in a bit later. So you just got to kind of choose where you're gonna have some of the bumps, and then just kind of put this wherever you're gonna have them, depending on how big they are as well. So it will look a bit weird to start off with, and you guys probably can't see it very well, because obviously liquid latex is white, but you can kind of see it like that. So I've just put it in random places round where I think bumps are gonna be, and then that's fine. I'm gonna kind of zoom you guys in a bit more. So now the liquid latex on and it's starting to dry, I need to go in with cotton pads, or you can use cotton balls. It's completely up to you. And what you're going to do is you're going to get one. And so I've got one, and then you're going to just pull it apart, and all these little fuzzy bits inside you just want to pull out, and that is going to go where your liquid latex is, which is wherever you put. You just use as little or as much as you would like, and just put that where the liquid latex is. Obviously the liquid latex either will be dry or will be tacky, so you want to do this while it's still tacky, because if it's no longer tacky then it's going to be literally no good. You shouldn't need any more than one, I would say. I normally use one and that's about it, but you never know, depending on how big. When I did it on my face, I didn't use actually very much of this, just because of how much it does kind of fluff up, but you want it to fluff up, because if you actually did get this kind of, well, it's not an actual disease, but like it's gruesome, you're trying to make it look gruesome. So now I've got that on. Sorry about the lighting, it's really bad, it's actually dark outside. So now we get that on. It looks really weird, but it's fine because it shows us where we're going to kind of have a couple of our gruesome bumps. So then if you want, you can go over it with liquid latex, but if you don't want to and you feel like it's stuck down enough, then you can just leave it. I'm going to leave it for now, and I may come back and do something else in a minute. But now I'm going to go in with my scar wax and just grab a little bit. I actually made this. I made a video on how I made it. And you just want to grab literally the most tiniest bit ever, roll it into a ball and choose where it's going to go. So I'm going to put the first one. Oh yeah, you also want to get it a bit wet before you try sticking it down. So, oh my gosh, this is always the hardest bit. I'm going to do this and then I'll be back. So guys, now that I've got one side of the scar wax put down, I'm going to show you how to do the other side. Sorry about this piece here. There we go. So here's the little scar wax, that little yellow thing. I've also got this flat brush and a cotton wool pad in my hand. So I like to keep a cotton wool pad on my hand because any bits of scar wax I don't need, I just use the brush, wash it off, put it onto there. And then I go in just with some water and I spray the brush. And then just give it a tap on here. And then I just push down on the scar wax's edges to make sure it's kind of blended into my skin. You're also going to need a lot of water to do this, because scar wax can take quite a few tries. Also, I've literally learned by watching YouTube. Is how I learned to do this, and like TikTok and stuff like that. So you're just kind of making these look like pimples on your legs. So now you can't even see it really on camera. It's there, my brush is on it, and it's pretty much all blended in. I'm going to carry on blending it until it's in. You're only blending the edges of it though. You're not blending in the middle because the middle needs to stay thick out so that when you do colour it and put blood on it, you can still see something lumping out. So you only blend the edges, you completely leave the middle, because that's something, if I didn't say, I bet if some of you watched it and then tried this, then you would do it wrong and it wouldn't look good. Right, so I'm going to do the rest of these in all the places and then I will be back. I just want to say quickly, I had way too much fluff on it. Now it literally needs to be enough to make texture, so it's the most tiniest layer ever. If you use any more, then when you are using the scar wax, it's going to fall off, and it's obviously not stuck to your leg because it's like coming off, so you only need a little bit. Right, anyway, I'm gonna carry on and I'll be back in a minute. So guys, now that I have done all of the the scar tissue, which you should be able to see, now you just want to go in with whatever you want and make some little circles in it. So I'm just going in with my makeup brush. Just remember, the harder you push, the deeper they're going to be. So some you can do all the way down to your skin, and some you may not want to do all the way down to your skin. So now I've done some holes. I'm sorry about the lighting, it is so bad, I know. I may move to the floor because it's starting to hurt my legs, so I will move to the floor and then tell you what else we're going to do. So guys, this lighting's so much better, so you can see where I put the cotton wool, and then the yellow bits are the little things, and as you can see I have pit dots in some of them. So now it is colouring time. So the first thing you want to do is you just want to start off with brown. Brown is the first colour you always want to start off with. It doesn't matter what you're doing. With the cut you start with brown, no, the cut you start with black, and stuff like this you start with brown. So I'm just going to go into this palette, and I'm going straight in with Outspoken, which is this dark brown. I'm gonna pat off, and I'm going straight in on the cotton, and I'm just tapping brown on it. You just want to tap brown. Colouring isn't kind of my thing. Like, I kind of love the blood and all of that part of it. And what you want to do is you want it to kind of look like peeling skin, which is why I should have put foundation over it, but the foundation I use on my face will not be the same colour as what I should use on it's not the same colour as my legs. So yeah, so now we've kind of gone in with that brown. It's a bit ready. I'm gonna go in with black, and the black is gonna go in exactly the same place, and then I'm gonna do green. I'm going to do green bits in exactly the same place, and red and purple, and then I will be back. Right, so I know the colouring isn't great, but basically after I had done the green and stuff on there, I went round the bits I did with the scar tissue, not scar tissue, the like the scar wax round, and then did the red on top because that's where the blood's gonna go. So now I finished with the colouring, I need to get the blood. Right, so this is the bit where I need to be careful. Oh, so the blood is like dripping down my leg right now, so this blood's gone watery, which is fine, we don't mind it dripping. I'm just gonna have to sort you guys out. Actually, no, we can deal with dripping. We just gotta... Okay, we have to ignore the blood that's like going down my leg. But with the blood that is on here, we're just gonna put it on our things. You want these on the blood you want on the what's it called, the clay bits, because you want it to look like the clay bits are the cut or the actual like disease. That's what you want it to look like. You want it to look bad, right? And then you're just gonna start patting blood. Oh geez. So as you can see, it is quite crazy. Like, we use the blood to cover up that we can't thingy. like so. You can and then you can just bring blood out as much as you want, and it will always look real because you don't ever know what you just don't know, because blood just spreads. So I'm just using a old beauty blender, obviously, not one that I like to use, and I'm just with this part. I don't even need to put blood on it because I'm using the blood that's already like on me, and I'm literally just tapping it round to look like something's come and attacked me. And so now that I know it looks a bit fake, we're going to sort that out now. It's just to kind of get an idea of where it's going to go. But then we need to get black again. And right, this is going to be the hardest bit, because unless you have a small brush, this is just hard to physically do. So you want to go in with a small brush, which I've done, and you just want to fill the holes with black. Just want the holes to be filled with blackness. This brush is really, really hard. And it's got to be one you don't mind getting blood on as well, obviously. So I'm just filling all of it with black, every single hole that I made, like so. So now they're filled with black. I'm going to grab the blood one more time. Put some blood on each one of them. Get my beauty blender again. Like so. And that is literally it. I can put my sock back on. I thought I was going to get on my sock. That is it. That is how I did the disease on my face. Doesn't look that realistic, but considering I'm literally a kid getting ready for I'm literally a kid, I'm just doing this as well as I can. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I don't know when it's going to be posted. If you're wondering why I've got weird makeup, I don't really wear this makeup anymore, and while I'm fully dressed in black, you should go and watch the video I posted before this one. So actually a couple before this one, because I have no clue when I'm going to be posting this. I just filmed it today because it was the easiest to film today. So yeah, but anyways, I hope you enjoyed it. See you guys in the next video. Bye.